This young man hails from South Carolina, started an organization called Crew, him and his lovely wife. They were senior vice SVPs in our previous company. They got RD after RD after RD in the organization. And without further ado, from South Carolina, man with 20-year experience in network marketing, is on the road to, he's looking forward to getting his wife a beautiful house. He's also looking forward to getting himself a new Porsche, and it's going to get front row seats to his favorite band, which is called what? Coldplay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Without further ado, the great, the one and only Mr. Curtis Evans.
How's everybody doing today? I'm hoping you're having a great day. If you're not, we're going to see if we can help you with that. Let's get some of the mystery out of network marketing. It is a big mystery, and there are ups and downs. But I mean, if we go through life, there are ups and downs, and no matter what you do. I mean, you can't go through a marriage, a boyfriend, girlfriend. You can't go through first grade, second grade, third grade. Just ups and downs all over the place. I mean, and it's how you manage that. So this business has more to do with your emotions. And I think a lot of leaders have said that over and over, but it's how can you manage your emotions? You don't have to manage mine. You don't have to manage anyone else's, but can you manage yours? If you're having a bad day, how do you look at that bad day? Is that a day that you say, well, I'm gonna throw the towel in? You having a good day? I'm thinking that when you're having a bad day, it's really not that bad. If you're having a good day, it probably is not really that good, but it's just how you saw that day. So let's try to take some of the mystery out of this. This is not a complicated business. In fact, I contend that it's a business for everybody. Now, everybody won't see that, but anybody can do this business if you can just do a few simple things. And so the first thing I want to talk about today, well, the only thing I want to talk about today is the art of sorting, okay? Because if you're signing up, if you sign up everybody that comes along, just keep in mind, there's nothing wrong with that, because you don't know who they know. You really don't know. The guy that signed me up, I worked at a plant and I had this fairly decent job. I won't go over all that. Little office, little secretary, company car. I was doing okay. So I thought. A security guard came to me and he said, his name was Isaiah Sistrunk. He said, Mr. Curtis, now he had a uniform. I'm not knocking security guards because we need them. I mean, especially in this world we live in now. So he would come to me and he said, Mr. Curtis, you want to make some real money? Now, I was in personnel, so I had everybody's pay. I know what everybody made per hour, what the salary people made, what the plant manager, what everybody made. So I knew that he was kind of far down there on the totem pole. And it's not, I mean, as far as pay is concerned, he's a good guy, but as far as pay was concerned. And so he said, do you really want to make some real money? I was really confused. He wanted me to make some real money. And that's all he said. And I said, yeah. And he said, well, you need to come with me to a meeting. Now, I had gone to an Amway meeting one time before, and I was confused because the price of the products was so high. I didn't think I could sell products that high. So after the meeting was over, I left. But when he just kept doing this, kept doing it. And it's about 6 months later, he told me, he said, I'm going to a meeting and I really want you to go where you go. And I said, yeah. I forgot about it. I was late going home and I got to my car and Mr. Sistrunk was leaning on my car. He was sitting by my car. I forgot about it. So I followed him to the meeting, went to the meeting. I still didn't understand what they were talking about. I knew how pay, when they started talking about people making X amount of dollars per month, it blew my mind because first I knew it was impossible. The guy that ran my boss's boss didn't make that kind of money, okay? And now you're telling everybody that they could make this kind of money. That was impossible. So I figured it was impossible. A few months later, I had signed up into the business. I signed up, actually, I went to see the guy that did the presentation. He put me under Isaiah. Now, when I got started, I learned that early on from reading a couple of books, early on, I learned something. Early on, I learned that this business has more to do with sorting, okay? So let's talk about the art of sorting. When you're out, I showed you a video last week that you can pull up, put it on your phone. It's a minute video. It's in the back of several of them back there. The longest one is 2 minutes maybe. But go pick up one of those videos, one that you like, and you might want to keep 2 of them on your phone. One is 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then you show this video to people, okay? So And I learned this really, it's really simple. So if you ran into Billy and he's taking care of he's a servant at your, or at a, no matter where you are, and you like the person, first of all, you got to learn to befriend people. Just talk to people. Just talk to them. You don't have to get into their Kool-Aid, but you just talk to people and just say, you know, I'm looking for people like this. In my business, people like you can make some pretty good money. They say, what do you do? Then I want you to turn the phone around and show them the little 1-minute video and look at their face, okay? If you look at their face while you're showing the 1-minute video, they will answer your questions. If they look at it and kind of sigh and walk off, but if they want to give you their number and all that, you got something, okay? So it's not really up to you to decide what to say or how to say what to say. Some people say, would you like to make some extra money? But you get into trouble with some people like that. They think it's something illegal. They don't know where you're going with this. So you got to be a little bit careful there. But sort. So you're trying to sort through a lot of people to get to few people. Now, once you have somebody say, yeah, this is interesting. Give me a call, or you get their number to give them a call. And you say, what time? Now, this is another way of sorting people. What time? They said, call me tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is 10 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Tomorrow is 2 o'clock tomorrow night. What is tomorrow? So first of all, some people in the South, they say, call me this afternoon, or call me this morning, or call me after lunch. So one way of sorting is to say, okay, tomorrow, let's say 2 o'clock. And they say, okay. Now that's a danger. If they say, okay, that quick, they're not going to be there. They're not going to be there to take the phone call. Because a professional has a schedule. A professional has a calendar. A professional has a schedule. They make money. Professionals make money by where they are and what they're doing. So they can't tell you, I'll be here at 2 o'clock and I'll be there at 2 o'clock and I'll be taking this call at 2 o'clock and I'll be taking my kids to school at 2 o'clock. So if they look for their calendar to write down 2 o'clock, or they look for their calendar to see if 2 o'clock's okay. Now give them the time that's good for you. Don't worry about what's good for them. Tell them what's good for you, okay? Remember, you lead with strength. So if they say, tomorrow, they say, what time? You say, do you look at your calendar, you say 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock's good for me. And if they say, okay, they probably won't be there. But if they look at their calendar and they write it down, or they look at their phone and they put it in their phone to alarm them, then there's a good chance they're going to be available at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Now, there's one thing I'd like you to do is also say 4:15, or say 4:30 or 4:45, something odd, okay? 2 o'clock, 2:15. Say, come back. No. Forget. Tomorrow's Tuesday. 2 o'clock, can we make it 2:15? And they'll say, that's really being more specific. Remember, you got specific of what time during the day, and now you get specific of what time during the hour, okay? You will be shocked at how many people say 2 o'clock. Oh, you said tomorrow's Tuesday. I can't do it at 2, but I can do it at 2:15. You'd be shocked when you say tomorrow's Tuesday. I can't do it at 2 o'clock, but at 2:15. They'll remember tomorrow is Tuesday. Oh, I forgot. I'll be working tomorrow. So what you're trying to do is when you're talking to people, you really want them to be available when you call. So you can take out some time out of your schedule. You want them to take some time out of your schedule. They'll probably tell you, no, tomorrow's bad. I don't know why I told you tomorrow. Let's make it Wednesday. And then it's a good chance to be there Wednesday at 2 o'clock. You ask them to write it down and be ready for that call, because I'm going to show you something that's just going to blow your mind. And then walk off. Okay, now you have your appointment in your calendar, and hopefully they put an appointment in their calendar. Now, if they're not a professional, they probably don't know what this calendar thing. See, a doctor, he has to know at 1 o'clock he's going to see Al Thomas. At 2 o'clock he's going to see Jamar Sharp. He knows that he has a schedule for what to do. The attorney has a schedule. Any professional, they have a schedule. They're not just willy-nilly walking around just letting things flow just whenever it happens. They have a schedule. So they'll respect you put them in their schedule, and you'll respect them putting in your account. So there's a good chance you would be able to talk. So now, what I just did in that little short thing, we just sorted some people. We sorted, we got a person, and we even had to sort after we got his name and number. We had to sort some more. We had to sort of time to give him a call. Now, it's not complicated, but professional, they will love you looking at your calendar, because they don't have time to waste, okay? You get on, you talk to them, that's fine. You show them the presentation, okay? Remember, show them the presentation. Sometimes a video will work. You can show them the presentation yourself, But if they see, some folks aren't very good at public speaking. They think because if you do too good a job with the presentation, it scares people. If you do too good, they think they have to do it just as well as you do. Okay, so it's kind of dangerous. I remember I did a presentation for Al. He said it was a good presentation, but everybody can't do that. And I said, oh, I never thought about that. So if you do too good, remember they're saying, I don't know if I can do that. Okay, so sometimes if you show a short video of the business, right? And he said, this is all I do. I show this video, and people sign up because they want to make this residual income. Okay, so that's the presentation. We're not going to get into that today, but you're sorting again. Even when you're doing the presentation, you're sorting. You sorted who you got to talk to. You sorted what time you talk to them. You sorted the presentation. Let's say they're interested, they get started. Now, I would recommend, highly, highly, highly recommend, in a part of your sort, after they've seen the presentation, whoever your upline, I say upline, the person that signed you up, maybe the RD that signed you up because they have a little bit more time in the business, maybe the RVP that signed you up because they have more time in business. Just say, a friend of mine is doing real well. He got me started. And so he's already ready. He knows you're going to do a presentation at 2 o'clock. Let them know because they could be doing something else. And I'm guilty of this. Sometimes I just make the phone calls because they kind of surprise me. But if they're ready, then call Al or myself or Joe or Bob or Sam or whoever, so that they can say hi to the person. Now they know you're not the only person in the business. So the big thing with the call, that you edify the person, put them on the call, and let them talk to your prospect, Joe. The idea here is for him to see that you're not the only person in this business. That's all. Right now, you're the only person in the world. He never heard of ACN, and this guy here is telling me about it. I don't even know if he's for real. But when you put someone else on the line, all of a sudden the company, you'll see a look in their face that changes. Oh, okay, all right. So what do we do now? And then I won't go over how to close that because there's a way to do that. Okay, so now let's say they get into business, they're gathering customers. The very first thing I love to do is to see who they know. Okay, I love to see who they know. Okay, and again, I want to get to the sorting thing. So tonight at 6 o'clock, if they sign up now, if they sign up tomorrow morning, tomorrow night at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, remember, it's my time. It's my time. I decide what time their PVZ is going to be. The wedding is going to be when you say it's going to be, not when the guest says it's going to be. Okay, so you say, tomorrow night, I want you to get 4 or 5 friends on the call, and let's see if we can help you get your team started. Okay, and then you teach them how to get them on the call. You teach them how to get them on the call. I'm not going to go over that today. Again, you're sorting. What I'm sorting for now is, do they have any friends? Do they know anybody? Do they have, how much influence do they have? Some people, they know everybody, but nobody don't know them. You got a lot of people. I know, but nobody don't know them. So when they call these people, they find out, oh, no, nobody's answering my phone. Nobody's answering my phone. So you're sorting, you're helping them to sort. So they sort, they get 5 people on the call, 4 people on the call. You do a presentation for them. I hesitate to get them on customers that first day, because if they have a hard time becoming a customer for whatever reason, then they don't want to call their 5 friends. Okay, so that first day, let's see who they know first. Okay, they're excited. They got the new car. They're showing everybody the new car. They're excited. They're in the business. They're pumped. They're ready. While they're excited, use that time to do their PVZ. Remember, it's your time. I got one tomorrow night. I got time tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So I want to do a meeting with you. I'm going to show you how to do that. And then we're going to have another one on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. For those people that can't get on tomorrow night for whatever reason, we got one on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. I got those 2 slots open. Is that good for you? He said, yes, I can do those. I can do 7 o'clock. Can you put it on your calendar? Yes. Okay. What do we want to do? I just want to get 4 or 5 people. Remember, they do not sign up with ACN. We know ACN inside and out. We are experts at ACN. They have seen a short presentation. They are not getting into ACN. They're getting in with you. They're getting in with you. And when their people get into ACN, they're not getting into ACN. They're getting in with their brother. They're getting in with their best friend. They're getting in with a coworker. I trust my coworker. I trust my coworker. I respect Curtis because Curtis knows how he's making money. I trust Al because Al knows, I respect Al because Al knows how to make money. but I trust, and that's why they're getting into business. So they're getting in because one or two people that they know signed them up, okay? In fact, you'll have more respect out of their people than you have out of them. They met you on the street, but their people are getting in because Joe, I'm getting in with Joe. So they're generally getting in with the person. So here, all we're doing, we start sorting. You never stop. After they're in the business, they got their customers, you help them with their customers, they got 2 or 3 IBOs in. Guess what happens next? You're still sorting. The big thing for them next is get to an event, okay? A big event. And some people will come to events and some people won't. Some people say they don't need to rah, but they do, I do, everybody does. Could you imagine going to a football game and nobody never hollers a touchdown, that everybody's quiet? Basketball games, Michael Jordan, somebody shoots a 3-pointer out there way out in the left field and hits it and nobody don't say a word. Everybody likes rah. You know, you don't sit, I mean, this is just the way the world's set. So, but they'll say that. So what you're doing is sorting. You say, okay, we got a big event in Oakland. We got a big event in Dallas. We got a big event in Charleston. We got a big event. We got a big event tonight on Zoom. We got a big event tomorrow at 12 o'clock. There's a big event I want you to get to and get a couple of your people there. Okay, you're sorting. Some people do that and some people won't. I don't know anybody that's got the SVP. I don't know anybody that's got the RD. I don't know anybody got the RVP that didn't go to events. I don't know any principal that's a principal of school that didn't go to principal conventions. I don't know any superintendent of schools that didn't go to, I don't know any pastor that didn't go to pastor conventions. I don't know anybody in the Army, Air Force, Marines that didn't go to conventions. We all go to conventions. So you want to go to the top and make all that money in this thing that you just signed up to, but you don't want to do no conventions. So the way to the top is through conventions, and ACN has some really, really good ones. So you're sorting to see if they can go to conventions. Then you're sorting them to see, this is none but sorting. You're also sorting, can they bring people to conventions? Okay, the one thing to go to a convention by yourself, that's one thing, and you should do it. We all wind up there by, you know, at a convention by ourselves the first time, but you should be mad because you came there by yourself. Then the next convention, are you going to bring some more people? If it's a Zoom convention, can you bring more people to the convention? So these are things you're sorting for, because what you're ultimately looking for is some people you can work with, some people that are coachable. That's what you're ultimately looking for, coachable people. So you're trying to get them to come to the convention, either on Zoom or a live convention, and then you're trying to get them to bring other people to the convention, because that's the way you get to the top of these comp plans, okay? You, if you want to be an RD fast, get 3 legs and get a bunch of people to the conventions. If you want to get to RD, you go to a convention, you have 3 or 4 legs with not just 3 or 4 people from different legs. I'm talking about each leg of people got people going to the conventions. If you can do that, RD is a piece of cake, because the people that are going to the conventions, they see what you see. They saw RVs walking around all over the place. They ran into RVPs. What are you? I'm an RVP. Well, how did that guy can be an RVP? I know I can do this. Or they see people up on stage and they know that it's possible. They saw people that, and you know, they don't get this at work. They don't go to work and get recognized. They don't go to work and get a chance to talk to the president or the vice president or whoever. And so the environment in network marketing is perfect for us. It's perfect for anybody that's coachable. So you're sorting. And even after they come back from the convention, you're sorting. Like this month right here, Al might call, let me see, Al, I'm looking for somebody out here, Maria Belina. Okay, is that Maria Molina? Yes. Al might call Maria and say, listen, Maria, I want to work with you this month. Okay, listen, this is December, and I want to see if I can help you bring in 10 or 15 IBOs. Okay, so we're going to do a PVZ, and then I'm going to work with you all month long. So give me a call tomorrow, and let's see when we can have our first meeting. Maria never calls him. So Alson told 5 people the same thing. And what's Al sorting for? He's calling 5 or 6 people, and he want to know, who can I work with? I want to work with you this month to help you grow. He's picked this leg, and he picked this leg because he needs something over in that area. The compensation plan says, if I need to do this, or if I got 2 legs at 300 points each, and I got 1 leg that got 100, I need to work with somebody in that leg. So he gets a call in over there and he finds one person that says, yeah, I'll be happy to. And that person, he's working with that person all month long, drilling deep, taprooting deep to find a leader. He's going to help you finally. He's going to give you some work to do, and you're going to do it. And then he's going to help you get to where you need to get to. It also helps him get to where he needs to, and it helps 4 or 5 other people get to where they need to get to. Okay. So if that's the case, he is sorting, and so he asks Mr. Newsom, he asks Pat Robinson, he asks Miss Maria, he asks 4 or 5 people, and he says, I really want to work with you this month. And only one person called him back. Maria Bellina called him back and said, hey, I'm game. What do we got to do here? And so she's on it. She is on it, like on it. And he needs somebody like that. And he's drilling deep inside of organization, until boom, he signs up whoever he's looking for, Mrs. This or Mr. That. And the leader shows up. When the leader shows up, the organization grows all by itself. Organically, it grows by itself. Okay, stuff just started happening when a leader shows up in that group. But that's the leg that Maria needed to go to RD. Okay, does that make sense to everybody? So even after they're in the business, even after you've signed them up, even after they're sitting there, you're still sorting. So you go to them and ask them on your Zoom call, I'm going to work with one team next month, and I want to work real hard with one person. So call me and let me know if you want to just push it next month. This is a hard push. Now, some people can't because of this and because of that, but that's not our problem. My problem is who wants to run? And that's what he's doing. He's sorting. And you're constantly, what I want to say to you is you're constantly sorting. The good thing about network marketing is fairly easy. I'm going to tell you why. The people that aren't going to do anything, you don't have to work with them. You don't have to work with people that don't want to do nothing, right? And the good thing about network marketing is the people that want to do something, you really don't have to work with them. They're going to get stuff done. Okay? And so you're just sorting, just trying to figure out who to help get to the next level. And those people want to get there. So I hope this makes some kind of sense. I don't know how much time I got here. I just want to talk about the art of sorting. Okay, that's all we do. Don't get knocked out if somebody don't get, we want them to get qualified. But I really want to know who they know before they start on the customer gathering. Now I'm not talking about a week later start gathering customers. I'm talking about one day, 6 hours till they have their first PBZ. Because if they have any problem gathering customers, they won't show you their group, the people they have influence over. Does that make sense? If they have any problem, like for instance, I'm gonna give you an example. You sign up somebody and they're gonna call to get a product like Vivid, and their credit just don't go through, okay? Or maybe a phone service, and possibly they don't live in the right area, okay? Or it could be something really, really simple. It don't take much to knock people off now. It don't take much. You think everybody's a charger, go get on and make a lot of money, and the first thing that hit them, boom, they're out. I'm out. I wanted to make $1 million every 2 hours yesterday, but since my phone won't get on your network, I am out. I'm out of this. And so they knew Pat Mazer. They knew Jocelyn Driscoll. They knew somebody, Al Thomas. They knew this person, but they never introduced you to them. So let's see who they know first. That first PBZ, and then you're off and running. Remember, you're sorting. So when you meet them, you're sorting them. Show them the video and you're watching their eyes, you're sorting. Remember, you're sorting. You set up a time to call them back, you're sorting, okay? You got the names and numbers, you call them back, you show them the business presentation, you get your upline on the line with them to verify that this is real. You're sorting. It's just a matter of sorting all the way to the end. And right now, Al's sorting. All of us, we're constantly sorting because there's so many people that want to do a lot, but now I got to do something. Oh my goodness. I was hoping this was more like a lottery system where I could just pay the $200 and money will start coming every month. That's what there's hope. That's what a lot of people, I mean, they buy lottery tickets, $10, $5, $3 on lottery tickets, thousands of dollars on lottery tickets. And it just don't happen for them because that's what they're looking for. So when they come in here, we got to do something. They're like, oh, I got to do something. I don't know if this is for me because you want me to do something. So, that's the way it is. So it's very, very important that we understand the art of sorting. And remember, the reason professionals do so well is because they have a calendar. So I'm telling anyone on this call today, if you don't have, and then you got one, it's in your phone. Okay, go to your calendar and put down what time this call is. Go to your calendar and write. And if somebody asks you to do something tomorrow at 3 o'clock, if you go to your calendar and it's open, say, yeah, I probably can do that. If you go to your calendar and it's not open, you can't. Okay, so that's a very important sign of leadership, is a person that has a calendar. Okay, well, that's all I have. It's the most important thing that I've found that people stumble on. They get somebody in the business, they want to take them to SVP, and they really got the wrong person in the business, and we didn't see who they know. We didn't tap root down inside of the organization until we ran into a leader. When we ran into a leader that's hungry, that wants to go, he's going to help himself, and he's going to help 4 or 5 people above him in that one leg do very, very well. So that's all I have for today. I really enjoyed coming out and talking to you guys. It's a little bit thick on information, not as good as Mr. Sam Foster did the other day, because Sam, I mean, I got no belt and no black suit on, but Sam really Sam knocked it out the park the other day, and I really, really, really appreciate what he had to say. I mean, I was looking for, I was trying to decide what to wear, and I said, I'll put something on bright. Sam had me with a black suit. I'm not gonna follow with a black suit today. So that's that. So thank y'all very much for your time. Remember, your job is simply to sort, okay? And when we say sort now, remember, we're not talking about prejudging people. I'm just let them sort themselves out, okay? But you just do your job of sorting through people until you find a leader, okay? Thank you very much for your time.